Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to day 7 of Cards Every Day in April. I know it's not Pokemon, but please don't turn off. I promise you, these cards are cool. So these cards are from the Topps series Force Attax. Now I'm sure you know that Topps do lots of attacks cards. Probably the most famous one is Match Attacks, the football cards. But they did Force Attax for Star Wars, they did Alien Attacks for Doctor Who, they did Slam Attacks for wrestling. There was a lot of different ones. Force Attax actually ran for quite a while, and I think there were about 5 or 6 different series of it, but I was only ever interested in Series 1, that's all I ever picked up. And while I didn't finish the main set, I did finish all of the limited edition and promo cards, of which there were 4 limited editions and 1 additional promo, which is the General Grievous. So the 4 different limited editions are Zero the Hutt, Boba Fett, Jedi Knight, and Anakin Skywalker, and you can see that they're numbered on the bottom LE1 to LE4. General Grievous's number is L73, so the 73 is a General Grievous card in the main set. It's the same card, apart from the fact he doesn't feature in Lego. The Lego, I believe, is what the L is standing for, and this was a promotional card released alongside a magazine. I don't remember which magazine it was, but it was in there. Now, I don't actually remember the origins of most of these limited edition cards. I know the Anakin Skywalker you randomly pulled from packs, but I think he was actually about 1 per box, so I don't think he was too rare back then, but he's probably a bit harder to find now. In fact, I know he's a bit harder to find now. Zero the Hutt, I think, came with the binder that you could buy, so he was everywhere, because, you know, they sold dozens, hundreds of those binders in every store that had Force Attax. These two, I'm not too sure on the origin of, because I did have to pick them up as singles back in the day. Now, the reason I've never talked about these or featured these before is because I figured they were fairly common cards, because, you know, Topps, especially back then with the Attacks series, weren't always known for making super high-end, hard-to-pull cards. I know Match Attacks is kind of going that direction now, but it wasn't really that way. That was until a couple of weeks ago when I looked up the Boba Fett, because Laura's boss was going to a convention and she wanted me to find a card of young Boba Fett, either from the movies or from the Clone Wars series, in order to have the voice actor sign it. If you're on my Instagram, you will have seen that card. We got one from the Topps Clone Wars CCG actually signed. And I briefly saw that I had this limited edition Boba Fett, and I was like, okay, if I get this signed, how much will it be to replace? At the time, there was one listing on eBay, which was a buy it now of $700, and there were no sold listings at all. So obviously I didn't get this one signed. Now, done a quick eBay search at time of recording. The Zero the Hutt is everywhere. You can go on eBay now and you can get that for like less than $5. It's not a rare card at all. The Lego General Grievous, there is an auction going on for it while I'm filming, but it has a few days left, so sadly I'm not going to see the end of that. But that is the only copy that I can see on there. Anakin Skywalker, I can see that a copy actually sold pretty recently for £100, or about $131. These two cards, in English, you cannot find for love nor money at the moment, it looks like. Now, I specify in English because Force Attax was also released in German, and Germany got a lot of the same promos, so these two you can find German copies on eBay. They're still not cheap, but at least they're there. But the English copies, I can find nothing recently sold and nothing listed at all, so who knows what these cards are even worth right now. Obviously, the value isn't super important to me because I wasn't going to be selling them anyway, but it's just kind of crazy knowing that they're that rare when I just had them sitting unsleeved in one of those store-bought top-loading sleeve binders for like 10 years or something. It's kind of crazy, you know, prices on the stuff, and rarely this stuff just gets out of hand when you're not looking. So that was Force Attax. Hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully you still watched even though it wasn't Pokemon. And I hope you will join me again tomorrow for some more cards every day in April. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all!